set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact, turning it on.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move.
And down he goes back with the 3.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Takes the easy completion. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Staley. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Staley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Makes the grab. It's Staley. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Stribling. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his tight end. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Makes the grab. It's Stribling. Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Working that left side now. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's...
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. The throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands is a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. This offense has it with really good field position. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows when to bring it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Catch in the middle, it's Stribling. Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead with the 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Back to the ground with the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Vols in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Staley. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can...
He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Jet sweep to the receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Vols will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Vols! They move on top here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they makes the grab right down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick-twitched.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here is the Tennessee offense. That pick by the D might have saved their only chance to win this game. Now they got to put together a drive. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Okay,
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Never a doubt. Field goal was good. Game is tied. And how about a little drama, guys?
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking for a huge play. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Pulls it in. It's Staley. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap with the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the right. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.